This is Shaun Sport in podcast form.
It's still staggering, I think, for everybody that you can go to a sporting event or just walking out in society and people will still want to make a racist comment towards people.
Oh,
It happened to Jamara Ugle-Hayden from the Western
outrageous.
Bulldogs. He never went to training yesterday. He was a bit upset about the issue, and so he should. He's in his workplace.
I know. It
doesn't matter where you are,
Yeah,
actually.
absolutely. That's right.
So what's happened, though?
One of the St Kilda fans, allegedly, has racially abused him during the game that they lost to the Saints over the weekend. They absolutely smashed in that game. But, you know, I've got to say, though, I don't want to say that this is a massive thing in society these days. We've come a long way, but we've got a long way to go, given that, you know, there's still individuals.
That's right.
Who
think it's acceptable behaviour to yell that sort of stuff out.
And they might even think they're being funny at the time now.
Yeah,
They're
they
not.
could think it's being funny. It could be, like, you know, stemmed in the way they were raised.
Yeah.
Like, you don't know where it's coming from, I think, as a group and as a society. All you can do is stand together and say no.
Yeah,
and
we're
then
better
pull them
than
up.
that.
Pull them up on their behaviour right there and then. Even though I do understand some people get a little bit worried because sometimes these are like redneck bogues.
Yeah.
That might come at you. But if everyone everyone around sort of takes the same stance,
and
it takes away their power.
And I assume that wherever this was played, where was it?
It was played at Marvel Stadium.
Yeah, they have a phone number comes up on the scoreboard so that you can text it for security to come and remove them. You can report this sort of behaviour. There's no doubt that, you know, if everybody around does do the right thing, then they can make him accountable.
By the way,
him or her.
What a great idea if you're say they're on a date and you're not having a good time with them, and then you just text that number and dob in the person you're
It's
with.
a great idea.
And
It's
then
a great idea.
Have them removed.
Yeah. I mean, you could do that for a number of things. We need to get that in this studio.
So I text the number and have someone removed. I'd text it and have me removed.
I'll drive you home. Is that okay?
That happen.
So this is Marcus Bontempelli, who's the captain of the Bulldogs, speaking yesterday.
He's not in today, taking some time. It's a simple message. This can't keep happening. It's got to stop. Like I said, I'll support Jamar in everything, you know, in his career, in his life. Our football club will do that for all our people and for everyone, and particularly in a scenario like this.
I know a lot of the other AFL clubs, including Fremantle, will put out stuff on their Instagram and Facebook pages to condemn this type of behaviour, and long may that last and people just stand together. Moving on and staying with football, though, Daisy Pearce, who is a commentator on Channel 7, she is an assistant coach at the Geelong Football Club.
That's right.
She kept that job at Geelong and she kept working for Channel 7, so she on Channel 7 decided, well, we can't have you on Friday night football anymore because you know, you're linked to a club already. We'll move you to Thursday nights. Yeah. So Richmond
I think
Footy
that was
Club,
also to do with her schedule.
And
but
schedule.
Yes, yeah.
So Richmond Footy Club have said, well, you're not allowed to come in
Into
our
the
change
rooms.
rooms. And,
Or she'll get the secrets.
Yeah, absolutely.
On the locker, mark secrets.
And Brisbane have also said the same. So
other clubs didn't have a problem with it. So she's been able to go into some rooms, but not others.
Yeah, I don't know how many it's going to stop at the moment. There's been a couple who have allowed her in, but a couple have said, no, thank you. I don't know where it's going to stop. There's going to be a number of others who just say, no, you can't come in here. You work for another football club.
Okay, so what might she see? You know what I mean? Like, so could she see an injury that they're trying to hide from someone?
All of it, yes.
Okay,
Nathan,
so she could
100%.
literally get some intel.
Yeah,
I understand from that. But if there's no secrets on hand, then just let her in. But there are
things written on whiteboards. Is that the...
No, she'll never be privy to things written on whiteboards, but she'll be able to be in the room and get a sense of what's going on in a lot of things, whether it's the guys who are injured or not injured.
Would she find out more than she would if she was just watching somebody else doing those interviews in the rooms afterwards? Do you know what I mean? Like
100%.
Yeah, so there's stuff that
because you're talking about what we see in the cat.
So that's what I'm asking. Are there people injured off to the side that aren't seen on camera?
Yeah, all of it. Conversations taking place, and you can get a gist of what's happening. So I'm not sure how it's going to last. I mean, she'll probably just have to do the stuff out in ground. If Channel 7 are happy with that, then so be it. No problems
send
there.
Wandering Brian down there. What's his name? Roaming Brian.
Roaming Brian, just banging on. And finally on footy, the Hawthorn Football Club. Everyone's saying they're tanking for this season. From the outside,
that is a big call after round 2.
But it's from the reason why their coach came in, Sam Mitchell, who's a star of the game. He was at West Coast there for that year, but he has taken over and he really cut big time into the club.
Yeah.
So he was thinking in 2026 we want to be able to be a team who challenges for regular finals and the championship. So we need to start again. That's what he thought. But every coach who starts again, every single one never sees it out.
Yeah, right.
And whilst it's good to go, okay, let's get a whole heap of draft picks in before the Tasmanian team gets their opportunity to take away the top 20 players, this might be their opportunity. But I don't know if you ever get it on. If you continually lose throughout this year, you're the first one who's packing his bags.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's a bit of a balancing situation.
It's hard to argue, oh, no, we were tanking, because it's pretty poor form.
Yeah, it is.
Tasmania happening, by the way?
Well, nothing official yet.
They're looking at 27, 28, I believe. Yeah, it's all to do with once they close off the stadium deal.
Yeah.
Once the 500 million's committed, then they're in the van. It'll all take off from there.
What van?
The white van. Your dad gets one.
My dad drives a white van.
The white van.
Oh, we're going to get stuck straight into the netball. Sasha Glasgow, our West Coast Fever champion, is going to join us now. What about the West Coast Fever to start the season? 1-point victories, left, right, and centre.
That's all it takes. Anything more than one is just showing off, isn't it, Sasha? Hello.
Hello, how are you guys?
We're
Hey.
wonderful.
Oh, I know the 1 point a few people have said our hearts can't take it anymore and there's not enough cardio people based in Perth, so we better start pushing that bridge out a little bit, I reckon.
Yeah, no, they've been great that the games are close, particularly when you're winning them. The team you're coming up against, Collingwood, on the weekend, what about their game over the weekend? A lot of controversy in that one.
Yeah.
They'll be fired up.
I know that's what we said. They will have a bit of fire in the belly, obviously, coming over to Perth as well and being away from home. They'll want to generate a lot of energy. But, yeah, a lot of weird things happened on the weekend, I guess, with sport and netball. So, yeah, I guess just seeing what happens now and how they'll go this weekend.
Wait there, where were everyone? Everyone was slipping on the decals on the floor. Was that
game
that
we're
one?
talking about? Yeah, that was
No,
Adelaide.
that was a different game.
Oh, was it?
That was a different game, wasn't it, Sash? It was
There was two
first.
games. There was Adelaide Swifts where there was the decal and obviously the power went out, and then the Collingwood controversy. So a couple of things on the weekend.
So they had to pull the stickers off the ground and then they had to go back and rebuff the floor because that would have been gone from slippery to super sticky.
And then the lights went out.
And then the lights went out.
The whole
I don't know.
thing was weird over the weekend because it happened at the footy as well a couple of times over the weekend.
Oh, people thought that they were pulling a joke, like after obviously the Gabba, and then the next night it was happening in Adelaide. So, very interesting. Only a half a game of netball played.
Now, Sash, the game against Collingwood, for those who's listening, it was against the Vixens, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, Melbourne Derby.
So the ball should have been a centre pass to Collingwood, and the Vixens got 2 in a row. And it was a complete mistake. How did the umpires or the refs miss that straight away? And why can't they go to a replay just to make sure they're onto it?
I'm not really sure, to be honest. I didn't watch the game live. So when I watched it back, I think you can see, obviously, they're trying to get the attention to say, but in the netball rules, I guess once the game's over and if you try to contest and it doesn't happen, then the score stands. So now it's more just what happens now and reviewing. But the score stands 62-61. So obviously Collingwood will be wanting to make sure that every centre pass goes right this weekend.
Isn't there an indicator on the scoring bench about who's got this next centre pass?
Normally you just have a third umpire that will point the direction of the centre pass. So, not really sure what
that's
happened.
their one
They're just
job.
checking their Insta at the time. The one job.
Sasha, we're on Zoom with you right now. Where are you right now?
I'm currently upstairs at Netball WA and we're about to head into a review in about 20 minutes, which will be good.
We've got no one that ever rocks up to work here anymore, and we spend half an hour each morning going through everyone's desks. Have you found anything interesting?
I've found, to be honest, just a lot of sticky notes. A lot of the people that I work with are quite unorganised, so just I have to try to clean it up, to be honest. So, OCD's firing a bit.
Oh, I tell you what, it's a real good showing when you're in there when no one else is around. You get to know the people properly.
Go through their drawers.
They're not in their best
I know.
selves.
Yeah, just have a sneaky. A couple of people have a couple of secret lolly stashes I didn't know about, so we'll be hitting those up in the year.
Oh, outstanding. Well, this game's on Sunday too, so it'll be before the Derby, the AFL Derby here.
Yes,
so this is
'cause
an
it's
important
12
game to get
o'clock.
along and make sure you scream your head off and get behind the Fever because they're on a bit of a roll at the moment. You must be expecting a good crowd there.
Yeah, obviously, we know how big the Derby is, but we're hoping that a lot of people come down and support us first and head to the Derby. So, yeah, expecting a good crowd again. We got about 6,500 to our first game, and we just want to keep that growing. We know the capacity that Perth has to fill out an arena. So, yeah, we hope everyone gets down there.
Hey, Sasha, do you have any rituals for the game? Always using, clean socks, always using the same socks? Is there anything like that you put into
Oh, more just music, to be honest. I'm a big Fleetwood Mac fan, so I listen to the same song, Go Your Own Way, before I ROC. Yeah.
That's on my phone, is the best of Fleetwood Mac, and I play it all the time. I love it.
Unbelievable. That's my only weird thing, to be honest. I just love to keep the vibes high and, sing to a bit of Fleetwood Mac.
That's the one thing about the AFL guys and when the Circles Island, they always wear the same jocks and or Speedos.
But is that for luck, or is it just because they're filthy?
Yeah. So that's my question. The girls, the women's sport wouldn't be like that.
Same bloomers every time.
Some of us do. Same undershort, same bra. Because you've always got your good game day bra that you make sure, because our dresses are quite razorback, so you always make sure that have the same one. And, not too superstitious, though. I think a couple of the girls just do a couple of weird things with their shoes and maybe, left on before right or right completely done up. But, no underwear.
And what about food? What do you eat? So this match is at midday. What do you go out for brunch on Sunday morning? What do you do?
I do normally love a brunch, but I'll hit up an early brekkie and then, I love a smashed avo before a game. I think classic, smashed avo, feta, poached eggs, and then I'll, have a couple of bananas a little bit earlier. It's just a bit of an awkward time to have lunch, so try to fill up as much as I can.
With all the exercise you're doing, Sasha, you're a mad eater.
Oh, I'm so hungry all the time. My whole life revolves around my food program and when I'm going to eat. And it just I can't catch up with people if it's not going to be revolved around food.
When you get off the program, what's your go-to thing you shouldn't be eating?
Oh, man, mini eggs at the moment. I'm just loving Easter. I love chocolate. So got to try to limit myself, obviously. Can't be going too crazy. But, love a cup of tea and a chocolate.
So if your friends are organising a dinner out and they're like, the only booking we could get was 8:30, are you that's not happening, I have to eat at 6? Are you that person?
No, I've probably had entree, main. I'll be hitting up dessert at about 8 p.m. So, hopefully we can get the earliest booking. I'm like a 5:30, 6 kind of girl.
I would eat before.
I
definitely would eat before.
But that's great because that's when you can get the pensioner special.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, round 3 of the Super Netball gets underway for our West Coast Fever on Sunday, as we said before. They're up against the Magpies. Get behind them, everyone.
They're going to win by 2.
Oh, yeah, double it. Sash,
2 or hopefully more.
Yeah, that's right.
Good on you, mate.
Guys.
Thanks, Sasha.
Shaun Sport is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.